If I can clarify these 3 misconceptions for you, I think it will make your life a lot easier. Hello everyone, it's Gigi and welcome back to my channel. We are the Journey Fam and we're all about getting exactly what we desire in this lifetime. We talk all about the law of assumption, mindset, manifestation, and spirituality. Okay, I'm just going to jump right into it. Number 1, people get confused about the idea of letting things go. You're not letting go of the topic. You are letting go of the old story. This is a very common question I receive from clients. How do I let go? How do I just not think about it? And my answer is, you're not letting go of the topic itself. You're not trying not to think about it. You are just changing the quality of your thoughts about the topic and changing the story and fulfilling yourself, telling yourself, I do have this thing already. I'm so grateful it happened. The outcome is inevitable. Whatever it is that you're saying to yourself to change the story, you're going to want the money. You're going to want the freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want, to travel, to have the specific person, the SP, the romantic partnership of your dreams, the apartment, the house, whatever career goal you've been striving for. It doesn't matter what you want, but you're allowed to have that desire. And it's a very normal, natural, human thing to have desires. You're not supposed to sit in a room all day and pretend that you don't want the thing that you want. It seems obvious, but a lot of people get confused about this and they think they have to want something less. It's not that you're trying to squash the topic or the desire itself. You're human and it's very normal and natural for you to have the desire. And anyone who tells you to be completely apathetic and pretend like you don't care, I'm sorry, they're wrong, because that's counterproductive. You should be allowed to want what you want in life. As Neville would say, you have to let the old man die, and the old man is your old self. That is representative of your old life, your old story, your old way of being, the familiar past, as Dr. Joe Dispenza would say. And instead of repeating the same story that you're used to, that feels comfortable like a broken-in shoe, you're stepping into a brand new pair of shoes, a new self that you very much prefer, but might take a little while to feel comfortable in because it's so new, it's so fresh. And even though you know that you ultimately desire this, it's going to take some practice to tell yourself, no, this is my reality now. This is who I am now. This is my new identity. This is how I show up. This is how I act. So it's not letting go of what you want or who you want to be. It's actively stepping into that role and embodying that person and telling yourself you are already it as many times as you need to, repetitively per day, because you will start to chip away at your doubts and disbelief the more you repeat the new story and just let the old story die off. The second big myth or misconception, you have to believe your affirmations while you're saying them. No, this is a huge no. You do not need to believe in the beginning. Of course, you want to pre-pave the way to feel like you're calm and stable and coming from an intentionality of at least hope, slight hope that it's possible. You don't want to say, this is never going to work, this is dumb, and then go into affirming 10,000 times. That is not efficient. But you don't have to fully believe what you're saying. Just set the general intention that, you know what, I'm going to give this a chance. What if this stuff works? What if manifestation isn't just a gimmick and I could be the version of myself that I actually want to be? What if? And in that light, curious energy, you're going to start affirming. But you don't have to believe it yet. Repetition and baby steps are how you're going to get there, how you're going to build yourself up brick by brick. You're going to pave the way for you to fully believe what you want to believe. And if you have all this evidence in your past telling you how difficult it is for you to make money or how relationships never work for you, and you have all these stories about how you've never felt confident in your body, then yeah, when you say, I'm in my dream relationship, I absolutely love my body and I radiate confidence everywhere I go. I live in my dream home and I can travel wherever I want, whenever I want, without having to worry about money. I'm a multimillionaire. Then obviously it's going to seem a little bit crazy to you in that moment because it's not second nature yet. and that's not popping up in your 3D yet. But that doesn't mean that you give up on you. Wouldn't you say it's more difficult to keep waking up and choosing to be a victim, continuing to live a life that you really don't like? That's harder than persisting in the news story. If you have to go general in the beginning. I deserve to be in a fulfilling relationship. That's general. You're not getting specific there. I deserve to have a career where I feel good every day and I make the money that I want to make. That's general. You can't mess this up. You can only ever delay or take detours. You can never destroy your ultimate desires. And this leads us to our third misunderstanding, which I think is a dangerous misconception. And this is the misunderstanding that if you already had the thing, then you wouldn't be affirming for it. Some people are confused and think because they're affirming for something, that that's implying that they don't already have it, so therefore they're not living from the end and they're blocking their manifestation. I'm going to clear this up for you right now, once and for all. That makes no sense and it is not true. Let's get back to how our human minds operate. Thoughts create choices, which create behaviors, which create experiences, which then create feelings and emotions. And then it snowballs to reinforce the initial thoughts that we had. And it just keeps going in this feedback loop, solidifying what our reality is. But it all starts from our mind, from our 4D, from our imagination, from our consciousness. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this. Neville Goddard talks about this. Joseph Murphy talks about this. All the greats who I love to read talk about this. So there is nothing wrong with affirming for what you want. You are grounding yourself in the identity of who you want to be, and you are living in the state of the wish fulfilled, especially if you're affirming, I'm so grateful that, or affirming in the past tense as if it already happened. That is rooting you in the state of the wish fulfilled, living from the end. It's not blocking anything. And I understand that there are a lot of threads and there are a lot of debates on the internet that it's easy to fall down a rabbit hole and then start feeding the doubt that is lingering in the back of our mind about manifestation. And is this really going to work? And am I really doing it right? I have the perfect technique, blah, 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 blah. That is all just the monkey mind mental chatter that is not serving you. So don't get caught up in the minutia. Get back to the building blocks, the basics. When you're affirming, you're changing your thoughts. So when you're changing your thoughts in favor of the new story, in favor of the state that you want to embody, then you're good. And it's just that simple. So I wanted to clear that up because I hear a lot of people being concerned about affirming from a state of lack. And I just don't want you to even go down that road of questioning. Listen, there is so much misinformation about manifestation across the internet, and you just need to keep your eyes on the prize. That's all for today, folks. Please leave some yellow hearts and stars in the comments to show that you made it to the end of the video. Let me know if this clarified anything for you. Just want to recap really quick the 3 things. Number 1, you don't have to forget about what you want to manifest. Letting it go just means letting go of the old story. Number 2, you don't have to believe with every fiber of your being in complete 100% certainty that something's going to happen in the beginning. You're allowed to just have hope and continue persisting to build your belief and strengthen it until you have full conviction. And number 3, you're not affirming from a state of lack. Obviously, you are affirming to change your thoughts, and life is a continuous journey of up-leveling and optimizing our thoughts and our lives in different areas, whether you already have the money or you already have the relationship or you already have business or career. You're going to keep affirming for it. You're going to keep thinking about it. It's just about focusing on the quality of your thoughts about that topic, not overthinking the affirmation process. So don't fall into these rabbit holes on the internet that are making you question yourself. Follow your instincts, because at the end of the day, you're the operant power. You know what's best, and try it out for size. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anyone's word for it. Test out your manifestation power and remember who you are. And I love you. I will be back soon with more videos, and you know how to get in touch with me if you want to work together. Welcome to the Journey fam if you're new here, and I will see you soon.